Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 19 of ORL season 10. As actually we're underway already, and there is no formation lap this time, and I've been caught completely off guard. So let's move down the order. We're riding on board with Marek, who's going to go down the inside of Calcifer and tries to go on Kane, but there's contact, and there's already one in the wall. Kane in the wall, collecting Marek with him as they make contact through turn one. Marek has his front wing survived. Rage is also towards the back as well. He's in a forced India. What's going on ahead? Calcifer and Flex's Marcy running side by side. Flex's Marcy has the outside, and now Black Panther's going to look for the inside. Not the cleanest start in the world from these guys. Can Black Panther hold it around the outside of Marcy? Surely not. He'll be forced to yield that position. Up ahead, Formula Danny has taken the lead from Fabrizio Donoso, and that's going to be really crucial for this championship now, as it looks like we're going to be seeing a three-way battle for the lead of this race. But already chaos in the opening lap of the Grand Prix. As actually up ahead, look at this, Donoso looking to take the inside. Marek has retired from the session, so I'm not sure if he's having lag spikes or if it was just a rage quit. Remember, rage quitting not allowed in this series, but Fabrizio Donoso is still going to be battling as hard as he can with Formula Danny as he's looking for the outside into turn 4. He's going to hold it around the outside. He has the inside for 5 now. Let's see on board with Formula Danny. Can he get the inside into 6? It's a long corner, but he won't be able to make it work, and Fabrizio Donoso will reclaim the lead. But your big losers are Calcifer, Kane, and Marek from that start. This is a battle for 4th place as it stands, because Calcifer and Kane are far back down the order. Black Panther going to go for the outside into turn 1. Let's ride on board. He can't make it work. Meanwhile, Myla looking to have some go. Mark also in this battle now. Elsinger slowly joining up as well. But Mark will be looking to get through this pack as quickly as he can and try to hunt down Velocity Photon. Mark will make the move work around the outside into turn 4. Black Panther and Flex's Marcy. Black Panther will actually get out of the way of his Haas teammate. But now he's running wide. Does he have an issue? I hope not. Possible, as Mark is now on the tail of Flex's Marcy. He's going to have a look down the inside as they make the approach into turn 4. He has the DRS available. He's going to go for it down the inside. Can he make it work? Flex's Marcy now has the inside for 5. Mark going to hold it round the outside and will take 4th place. 7.5 seconds down on Photon, but he is starting on those super soft tyres. It's going to be too far back to have a go down the inside, I feel, but he's really close. He's going to have a look. Will Black Panther leave him room? No, he won't. But Myla is going to be right on the tail of Black Panther. And as those hypersoft tyres off, as Flex's Marcy is in the wall. But Black Panther and Myla, so Myla found a way through into turn 1. Black Panther's going to have a go into turn 4. He locks up fairly hard, but Myla's going to get the cutback. Elsing is here. He wants to have a piece of this. He's on those hypersoft tyres as well. So same strategy as Black Panther. Black Panther runs a bit wide through turn 6, but crucially he holds on to his 5th position. Of Panther, he picks up his second 3-second time penalty, but Calcifer's going to have a go on Twin Barrel J. He gets such a better run through the S's, and Twin Barrel J almost contact as Calcifer sweeps in front of Twin Barrel J and reclaims 8th position. Get overtaken by Kane? Surely. No, he's not, as Kane looking to get the cutback or the late apex, but Kane picking up a 3-second time penalty in the process, as Myla has finally come into the pits, but Twin Barrel J into the wall. And that's Twin Barrel J out of the Grand Prix, so maybe he had a bit of a lock-up or just missed his braking point into turn 16, and that's going to be his race over. Formula Danny, is the car still there? Yes, it is. And I'm sure Formula Danny will be sad as Rage almost makes the same mistake. Struggling on those tyres as well, it seemed. But look at Donoso. He's really close to Mark now. He's going to surely get DRS and be able to make the move stick. Meanwhile, just behind you've got Calcifer closing in onto Weebs, and Donoso gonna go down the inside. There's not really much Mark can do about that one. In the Formula Danny getting really close, gonna move to the inside and will take the position. Photon doesn't fight there, doesn't go defensive, just lets Formula, well, he didn't put up a fight, but he didn't slow down to let him through. But Formula Danny now within 3 seconds of Mark, and then 7 seconds down on Donoso. Has Shez done what Twin Barrel J has done? Yes, he has. Straight into the barrier, and Calcifer gonna head into the pits. You can see the wear on those tyres already. Has he collected? He has indeed. And Kane will crash into the back of him. Now Black Panther will find the way through, but Kane into the back of Myler. And this is fantastic news for Renault in the championship standings, because Elsinger is going to move up and jump ahead of Myler. Guaranteed. Myler can't even contest the position now. Kane's going to look for the outside now. He's got the DRS and he will just sweep past on the outside. However, Weebs right back in the slipstream. Possibly could have a go back into turn 1, but Weebs, no real reason to fight this. There's another 10 laps. He's not going to be able to hold on to the position regardless. As Mark, that's it. Mark's disqualified from the session. That's the 5th penalty for MRL Mark, which means Calcifer will be picking up 4th place. But Donoso within 8/10 now of Formula Danny. This could be a great final lap. This is reminiscent of Austria, where Formula Danny did the same thing to Williams Isaac. But let's see now, because Donoso is coming around the final corner. He's only half a second down. He may be able to do it. 63% ERS, 57% ERS from Danny. Can he do it? He will have a second DRS rate to really give it a go. Will Danny go defensive? Yes, he does. Donoso's going to go for the outside. Can he make it stick? He's going to hold it. I think he might have actually done this. And Formula Danny's going to have no answer for Donoso. He's going to get DRS. He's got his fuel light flashing, so he is quite low. Donoso's got the second DRS though. Will he possibly have a go? He's going to have a look around the outside. Let's just hope for his sake he doesn't run out of fuel or anything. He's going to get the secondary cutback. Down the inside into turn 6, he's going to go. He's made it work, and he's going to hold on to first place. Formula Danny, great defensive drive on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Velocity Photon also 7/10 down. Let's take a quick look. He's not been able to find a way through. But Donoso, this is going to be Donoso's final chance. Formula Danny going to go completely defensive. And this contact. Donoso's going to make contact. He loses a bit of the front wing. But Formula Danny will hold on to the win on the track as there's more contact. Now Donoso's going to get the switcheroo. He's going to get the cutback. He's losing the back end. There's more contact between the two of them. And Donoso takes the win on track. But Formula Danny is your race winner. Meanwhile, behind we've got Photon and Mark. They are side by side. And it's going to be Mark who's going to hold on to the position unless Photon can get a great drive. He's looking for the outside, but he doesn't quite do it on track. He will take third though. So just to confirm, your winner for the Grand Prix is Velocity Formula Danny ahead of Donoso, and rounding out the podium, Velocity Photon. Mark in 4th place with 5 penalties, so he will be getting disqualified post-race. Calcifer in 5th ahead of Black Panther. Elsinger in 7th from Kane. Weebs was your final finisher in 9th place, while Myler will pick up the final point in 10th. Right, okay. Danny, are you ready?
Yes.
So, you managed to get another win, but those last 4 or 5 laps must have been really intense for you.
Yes, it was a great race. I knew that it will be very close, but as I already mentioned, I also knew that Scrap has a penalty, so I wasn't pushing overly hard at the second stint, because I wanted to make sure that I finished without a puncture. Obviously, when he came right on me, I wanted to win the race on track, because it's obviously nicer than to win it by times, but I didn't risk that much. I actually shouldn't have defended the third to last corner on the inside because I was a bit more ahead than I expected. And if I don't do that, I may have a better exit to the last combination and manage to get the on-track victory. So there are the lessons to be learned from this, but obviously I'm very glad that I had the racing with Fab Racer and not with anyone else because he's an amazingly clean driver and I always loved racing with him and he made that evening special to me and I hope to continue this fair fight in the next last two races.
Great. And I did want to ask also, what were your thoughts before the race or during the race as well between going from the one stop to the two stop strategy? Did you ever consider the two stop or did you always know you were going for the one stop?
Yeah, two-stop strategy is obviously faster. Like I knew that before the race as well, because there is not even an option for the one-stop in the race strategy calculator. So two-stop is the better strategy, and it's for fact. And I think everybody knows it. The pit is not that long, but there are major differences between tires, mainly when one gets old and the other is fresh. I chose the two stops in USA where it was not that fast, so I definitely prefer two stops. But in today's race, I thought it will be a good practice as well and a good challenge for me to try the one-stop strategy and to learn how to save the tires. And from the fourth lap, I knew and clarified in myself that Fab is going to do more stops than me as he was sliding a lot more than me. And I just recognize if somebody goes tire saving or somebody pushes harder, and he was definitely in the second scenario. So I knew that I will be the only one on two stops because I also heard the percentages from Photon and he wasn't so good in that. So I knew that I am the only one, but I didn't want to follow a strategy. Of course, it may have been an even nicer race if we would have been together for all the laps within the DRS range probably and fight it till the end. But yes, what I wanted to see is how I can be consistent for such a long stint of like 24 laps with the soft tires, not the softest with the hardest, with super soft. So yes, that's why I chose the one-stop option, and I liked it.
Well, a great race from you and another win again coming through. How are you feeling for the next race or the penultimate race in Brazil?
Uh, yes, I feel very good. I am happy that I could win this race. I never checked the championship to be honest because I missed like 8 races or 9 in the season. But I know that Calcifer is still in reach, so I just do my job. I don't even want to know the points. I just want to finish in first place of every single race and strive for the highest. Basically, I really like this league. Amazingly clean racers are here, quality racing. I enjoy it a lot, and I'm happy to be in this position to be able and race here.
Well,
Congrats,
one,
man.
yeah, once again, congrats and best of luck for the next race and the rest of the season.
Yes, thank you very much, and good luck for you too, guys. I head off now.
Right, Fabrizio, are you ready?
Yes,
Okay, that was an entertaining race, wasn't it? Especially in the last laps.
it was. It was. Yes. Um. Yeah. The qualifying went very well. I was very close to my PB on quali, so it was a very good lap. I knew that it was going to be very close in the race, as Danny said. It's always very close between us. Decided to go for the two straps strategy, just to test really if it was faster, and in the second stint I saw that I was catching Danny quite quickly, so definitely faster, but maybe not the best, as there weren't so many cars to overtake. So maybe with more cars in the track would have been a little bit slower and couldn't made the move on Danny. Sadly, I had too many penalties. Lost focus when I got my first one, and then went wrong. Sadly, but yeah, the pace was there. Happy with the race. Was a clean race with Danny, and yeah, congrats to him, and I enjoy a lot to race here.
Also, I did want to ask on the start on the start, which I know is probably going to come up a bit. Did the lack of formation lap catch you out as well, or did you know it was going to go, straight
No,
into
actually, I forgot to put the formation lab, so that was my mistake. So sorry for everyone on the lobby. But I noticed that it wasn't going to be a formation lab, thankfully. So yeah, made the most of the start I had, and yeah, I've unfortunately lost the lead. But to be honest, I wasn't. Um, Upset about it. It wasn't very important to be ahead in the first stint.
Well, a great race from you, and again, well, I want to say finally a win, but unfortunately, due to the time penalties,
Yeah,
it's unfortunate. But again, a great race from you, and how
thank
you
you.
will we be seeing you for the next two races in Brazil and Abu Dhabi?
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Okay. Well, best of luck to you for those races, and thanks again for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Right. Calcifer. Wait, who's in the lobby? Yeah, it's Calcifer. Right. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk us through the race in general from your perspective.
Yeah, it was basically all gone from turn one because that Flex Marcy did a huge tie bomb and he ruined like 3 people races and including me, so really bad.
Did you get any front wing damage from that?
Yeah, I had orange wing damage, that's why I had to beat.
Yeah, because it was yourself, Marek, and Kane, I think, wasn't it, who came in the pits at the end of that one?
Yeah, very disappointing.
If that hadn't happened, do you think you would have had the pace to kind of be with Photon, Donoso, and Formula Danny at the front?
Yeah, I had the pace. I had very good pace today, but I didn't I didn't need to have like a 100% race because it is like I said, it was all gone from turn one.
It was an interesting start to a race, and again, it's front wing damage catching you out. We need you to get clean start so you can race Formula Danny for that win.
Yeah, I don't think I will catch Formula Danny, but I can race with Mark and Photon and Marek and those guys.
Well, the good news for you anyway is I think you'll be taking fourth. Yeah, I think you're getting fourth because Mark had 5 penalties.
Yeah, still not good enough because I need to get like third. I think.
Well, I think the calculations now, if Formula Danny wins the next 2 races, you need to get a 3rd and a 5th to win the title.
Yeah, still bad. Very bad.
Well, just win the next race, and then it's over.
Yeah, it's easy to say.
I know. I'm saying over here. I'm just like, nope, I'm not going anywhere near that. Right, but no, a decent race from you, especially considering you had that front wing damage. You came back through the field. You must have had some nice fun moves on some of the guys to claw back up into the top 10.
Yeah, it were really much basic moves, nothing special.
Well, anyway, a good comeback from yourself, and how are you feeling for Brazil?
I like Brazil itself, but usually I don't have had the base there. I hope I have now. I have gained some tenths between the season, but during the season. So I hope I will gain some more.
Well, best of luck for Brazil and of course for your title defense.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right, guys, that has been round 19 of the ORL Season 10 Championship. Join us next week for round 20 in Brazil at the circuit Sao Paulo. At the circuit in Sao Paulo, I should say. The gap between Calcifer, well, more importantly, if Formula Danny wins the next two races, Calcifer needs to get a third and a fourth. So watch out for that in the upcoming races. Sorry, a third and a fifth. So watch out for that in the upcoming couple of races. For sure, you do not want to miss them. I'll see you next week for round 20. Thanks, guys, very much for watching. And as I just said, see you next week.